Yo, 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 skirt bag. How are we doing, brother?
I'm gonna do this whole episode in sign language so that it forces people to watch the video of us instead of just listen.
That's an interesting take. How much sign language do you know?
Not a lick. But I
I'll
will
teach you.
say
I'll teach you one thing.
what?
The color yellow,
Oh, what is the color yellow? Is
like
hang loose?
this. Yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah. I think this is a Y, and that's why this is yellow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Z.
You just draw a letter Z.
Yep.
You do a little quick Harry Potter
Yep.
scar with your finger. Well, his is more like this. It's a
I think it's like
vertical
this.
Z.
A B C.
What's D? Oh, it's just one hand. It's just Chanticleer.
I don't know. I made that up. I'm not sure on D.
I is just this.
And T is just this.
Yeah. For timeout.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking a T here,
Um,
bruh.
Speaking of sign language, dude, I last 2 weekends ago, when it was like super rainy and there was like nothing to do, Andy and I just had like an 8-hour binge of the Planet of the Apes movies because we'd never seen them. Well, we'd seen like bits and pieces, but never like the full story. So we started at one, which is Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and there's three of them that were out, and then a new one just came out last week. Um, so we got all caught up, and then went and saw the new one on Tuesday, and it's crazy. Like, dude, talk about a movie that will make you completely rethink like all of human civilization and like the evolution of man, bro. Because it's literally about these apes that get smart from like a virus or something that makes them smart, and they basically take over as like top dog of the food chain, and humans get wiped out, and it's basically Planet of the Apes. Basically, it's how they like
Okay.
evolve and become like kings of the planet. And dude, they start when they're just like doing like motions with their hands, and it's like, bro, that's literally cavemen, but these are just apes. You know what I mean? Like these apes just skipped like 3 levels of evolution and just went straight to like consciousness and like crazy smart, and they went from like signing with their hands to just full on speaking by the fourth movie. And I was like, that's shit. That's really how it be out here. Like that's how humans
Yeah.
literally did it in fucking millions of years. And in these movies, apes do it in a span of like 100 years, or it's probably like 500, because the newest one it's like starts out with like many generations later. So I don't really know exactly how long, but dude, they literally just get smart, and the whole new movie, the new one by the way, is the best one out of all of them. And the new movie is all about them like trying to break down this it's like a bunker inside of a hill on a beach, and inside the bunker is all of like old human technology, like tanks and boats and like a bunch of stuff. So this one monkey who's like, or ape I should say, he's like the king of like their clan or whatever, is trying to get into this and be like, we need to advance as a species, as apes. And this other clan from the woods, which was like kind of, I guess you could say, was like a they signified like an like tapped culture that we have today, or you know what I mean? Like they're still humans, they're still evolved, but they don't like they're not in modern society. Um,
Okay.
they get overtaken by this guy with a big kingdom, and then they come to his place or whatever, sees what he's trying to do, and they're like, nah, fuck that. Like you're doing this for all the wrong reasons or whatever. But it's literally just human evolution and human war and like the rise of like society, but if apes were to do it. And it's a crazy good story. Crazy cool. But I just thought it was cool how they started with like the most basic sign language. Like they would just like they do like huh, and like they just like easily communicate. And I was like, that's fucking wild to think like how
Yeah.
far language has come.
Yeah. It probably helped a lot once they started writing it down, because then you could see, like, okay, this is what this sound is. Okay, and then when you
Well,
write a word, it's like these
yeah,
sounds
dude. So
together.
that was like the big one of the big things in the newest movie was like they obviously like they didn't know what books were. So when they finally get into the bunker or whatever, like the good monkeys, they like their leader finds like a book, and he stumbled upon earlier in the movie another ape who was like living out in the jungle and was like following the teachings of Caesar, who Caesar was like the first ape to become conscious, and was like he was basically like the Jesus of their society or like their species or whatever, and was just like gotta be morally good, apes shouldn't kill other apes. Like he had his own like commandments or whatever. And so
Right.
this one monkey, and then after obviously like hundreds of years of evolution, like his translations kind of got lost in translation, or his teachings got lost in translation. But there was
Right.
this one monkey who was like, no, I follow like the old school, like directly from Caesar what he said, and he taught this monkey, and then he showed him a book and was like, it's a way to write ideas down or like keep ideas. He's like, it's like a way, like you have ideas as a conscious being, and humans found out a way to basically just like keep ideas physical so that you can remember them. And it
Right.
was like so eye opening to me because I mean, like today, you just think of a book as like obviously it's just a book, like nothing crazy, right? But like imagine like the first book or the first few books that were written, or like humans discovered that they could write stuff down. Like that's a crazy
Yeah.
step in evolution, dude.
Yeah. And then when you think about like philosophers and like the people that studied them that write books, it's like that really is like just keeping ideas, like keeping like thoughts about like the way you live your life and like how
Yeah,
you
just
kind
like
of like
thoughts in general, dude. Just like
yeah,
it's a way to keep thoughts physical so that you can remember them. And that was like their biggest piece of like technology. Like they walked past tanks and bombs and guns and stuff, and the book was like the one thing that really hit home for them.
right. Interesting.
But all in
Ma-
all, great movie.
So
Really
you're gonna
cool way
start
to
keeping
show
it.
like evolution.
You're gonna start keeping a diary of all your thoughts.
I
This
kind of
movie
do.
inspired you.
That's what my notes are on my phone. I don't know if I might have told you this. I think I did tell you this last pod, but I was just scrolling TikTok one night super late, and I came across like a bunch of golf videos, and I saw a comment that was like, "Oh, I'm putting this in my swing notes," and I was like, "Oh, that's a great idea. Just have like a page in your notes app of like things you want to remember or like things you want to like not necessarily work on,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
just like
yeah.
how you want to set up grip and everything." So I started that, and I have like 4 or 5 now. Where I mean, I haven't played golf since you were down here, but like I have 4 or 5 that I'm just gonna like read before I play around and just try and keep them in my head and see what happens.
Yeah. Not bad.
See, dude, the apes were using books to advance their civilization. I'm using my books to get better at golf.
How's that going for you?
I don't know. I haven't played in like over a month since last time you were here. Is when the last time I played.
I've played a bit and I haven't played well, and it's very frustrating.
Maybe you should start a swing notes page, dude.
I don't know what I need to do, man. I think I need to hit the range maybe and like figure out my swing and get a consistent swing.
You should do it now while you have the full summer ahead of you, because then you can translate
Yeah.
that.
And maybe I need a slower backswing, but it feels so uncomfortable. When I do a slow backswing, I overthink so much. You know what I mean? When I'm just
Yeah,
like I know my backswing is fast, but for me, like it feels fluid.
yeah.
So why can't I just have a fast swing? And I guess I
Because that's
can,
what
but I'm gonna have to be
you
a lot
can,
better.
but yeah, and having a
There's a
fast
lot.
backswing is what changes your club face, and like that's one of
Yeah,
the
I'm
things
gonna
that
have
I had to learn.
a lot smaller margin of error.
Right. It's not that the thing that helped me, dude, because I had the same problem. My swing was too fast, and I remember the exact moment I changed it. I was playing with Jake and like 2 other guys from our group, and I played with them a bunch, so they know like my skill level as a golfer. And I was just playing terrible, dude. And like it was one of the times where I was getting like genuinely pissed off. Like I wasn't having fun. I was like, dude, I don't want to be here
Yeah,
anymore. Like I broke
that's how
nines
I
3 times
was.
in a row, and then I come out here and just play like shit. And one of the older guys that we play with, he was like, dude, you just need to slow your swing down. Like when you're not swinging super hard, like you have the power to hit the ball far and you can hit it straight. So I did that. He was like literally before I teed off, he was like, just nice like slow swing, not necessarily slow, just like have pace. You know what I mean?
Calm.
Have like a sense of pace. Like don't try and swing out of your shoes. Don't try and crush the ball. Just have like an even pace up and an even pace down. And I did that, and for the last like 4 holes, I think I shot like par or better, and I was like, dude, that's what I need to do. And then the next few rounds after that, like I just incorporated that, and it changed my game like tremendously, dude.
Yeah, I
Like I
really
was
need to.
telling myself in my head, I was like, don't have as fast, don't slow your swing down. Just think of like a good tempo, and
Yeah,
that's what did it for me. It was like just good tempo. Don't necessarily slow it down, just nice even tempo.
yeah. I need to figure out my driver because I don't. I got nothing right now. I'm all over the place, dude. And like I'm trying all the tricks, and sometimes they're working, and sometimes they're working too much, and I don't know. I need to like just hit the range, I think, and at least figure that out because my iron game isn't too bad. I can get myself like near the green sometimes.
Yeah. those are the ones that hurt the most too. Is when you're in that part where you can get off the tee and then get near the green. It's like, dude, if I can just like fix that where I'm hitting 4 or 5 more greens in regulation, like that's gonna save my game so much.
Yeah.
Because then I don't
I
have to
need
take an extra swing getting on the green, and then I 3-putt, and that's when I'm fucked. But if I'm on the green and then I 2 or 3-putt, it's already 1 or 2 strokes.
I need to get much more accurate with my 58, like 80 yards and in,
Yeah, those
because
clubs are hard though.
the last time I played, dude, I was just putting everything over, and it was like 10 yards over, which isn't a bad miss, but like, okay, now I'm off the green, maybe I'm in a bunker, like now I got to chip out a thick rough, and it's like, dude, that's how my score starts getting run up.
Yeah, there's so much, dude, that like you read or like you see, and you're like, oh, that could help me. Like, let me think of that, and then you step up to the ball, and you're like trying to run through 15 different things to remember, and by that time you're already fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
I think every golfer's been victim of that too at one point.
Oh, for sure. Probably like even Tiger at some point.
Oh yeah, but he's also like what 14-time major champion.
I don't know. He's won a few, at least a handful.
I think he's 14.
That's 14 is a lot, bro. But I mean, if you think about it, that's only 14 more than
14's a lot of
me.
majors.
They do 4 a year. It's only that's only 3.5 years, bro.
Yeah.
You telling me I can't
Could you
go on a
imagine
run?
just in every major for 4.5 years in a row?
You're telling me I can't go on a run, bro? Like I'm really just starting to play. I could get it together.
Dude, speaking of going on a run, the Phillies.
Oh, bro, now the Phils, they are running.
The Phils are sprinting, dude.
Yeah, dude. They've been crazy hot. It's ridiculous. Like it doesn't even
Dude,
make
they've won,
sense.
not even hot. They've won like 29 of their last 34 games or some shit like that. That's
I think that's
insane, bro.
hot.
That's more than hot, dude. That's like
That's
you're
scorching.
hot. You're hot if you're like 8-2 in your last 10. 29 of your last 34, 33 is like,
I feel like they've only had 1 or 2 losses in like the last 3 or 4 weeks, honestly.
yeah, that's wild, bro.
I need to pull up a Philly schedule. Stat.
You just swept the Rangers, I think.
The Rangers. I mean, they're just the defending champs. Champs. The chance.
They've got to be like 37-14 or something right now.
All right, swept the Rangers, swept the Nationals, lost 1 of 2 to the Mets. No, lost 1 of 4 to the Mets. Lost 1 of 3 to the Marlins. And I think 1 of 3 to the Blue Jays.
So that's what, 4 losses in 5 series?
3 losses.
In 5 series?
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's silly. And honestly, bro, the one that they lost to the Mets, they for sure should have won that game. They blew it. But yeah, they've been good, dude. Ranger Suarez has been really good. He's not the Cy Young leader, which is crazy to me because he's like 9-0 with like a 1.3 ERA, something like that.
Who is? Do you know?
Let me see if FanDuel has any thoughts on like a Cy Young winner. Let me actually Google it. NL Cy Young betting favorite. That's the AL.
Who's top dog in the AL right now?
Right now, it is Tariq Skubal.
Really, the Tigers, right?
Uh, I have no idea.
Is Luis Heel on there?
Luis Castillo is.
Really? Well, hey, listen, all I'm saying, a sneaky $10
Oh, this is
play on the.
this is outdated. This is outdated. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Luis Castillo just got lit up by the Yanks today, and Luis Heel of the Yanks has like a 2.1 ERA right now, and a fuck ton of Ks, and I think he's already at like 70 innings pitched or something like that, or 65.
Luis Castillo's 6th. Who did you say? No, there's no other Luis on here. It's Tariq Skubal, Corbin Burns, Pablo Lopez, Cole Reagans, Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, Tanner Houck, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Kevin Gausman.
Wow, I'm surprised they don't even have like a option for Luis Heel. He's been are the ace of the Yankees staff, and the Yankees have like the
Th-
top 3 pitching staffs in baseball right now.
They might. This is just an article that like is listing the top 10, so like they probably do have odds for him. In the NL, it's actually Zach Wheeler, Shota Inamaga, Ranger Suarez, Tyler Glasnow, Chris Sale, Dylan Cease, Freddie Peralta, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Sonny Gray, Logan Webb.
Chris Sale's sneaky, having a good year so far.
Is he? I haven't
Yeah,
really
I
kept
thought
up
he
with
was absolutely
anything.
washed. I think getting out of Boston was good for him though.
Like, let me see. How do I look at his stats over the whole season? I don't want to look at his splits. I just want to look at everything, not the last 7 days.
Who, Christopher Sale?
No, Ranger. Terrible.
Was he the bull that came over from the Mets?
No, I feel like the Phillies have had him for a minute. He used to be in our bullpen. He was in our bullpen for mad long, and then
So he didn't come. He didn't come from the Mets.
I don't think so. Taiwan Walker came from the Mets. That's our current pitcher from the Mets.
Yeah,
He
that's
just
who
he
I'm
just
thinking
came
of.
back. He didn't start the season. He was hurt, but he's been pitching good since he's been back. Yeah, he's 9-0 with a 1.36 ERA.
Yeah, that's wild.
He has 10 starts, 1 complete game, 66 innings over 10 games, 66 Ks, 68 Ks to 12 walks.
Kid's on a fucking heater, dude.
Dude, he's having a
Also,
great year, bro. So good.
it helps with how good the Phillies are, bro. Because, like, I mean, the Yanks last year really had that happen to them where Cole wins a Cy Young, but like nobody else on the team can fucking hit their weight or anything.
Yeah. And then, dude, Wheeler's 2.53 with a 6.3 ERA. I guess, these odds are still for the full season, right? So it's like, who do you expect to be good throughout the rest of the year, too?
Yeah. There's still a lot of baseball to be played.
For
I actually
sure.
saw that they were like coming up on the 60 game mark pretty soon, and I was, damn, dude, there's only like 100 games left. And then I look at the calendar, I'm like, bro, it's May 23rd. Relax.
Yeah. You're like, fuck, dude, I've already missed, like, almost half a season. Like, we're coming up on half the year.
Yeah, bro. I fucking I saw a TikTok today, and it was like me during my favorite football team's loss of their like 17 weeks, and it's like it's a kid sitting on his couch, and he goes, "Ah, fuck. Well, I guess we'll get him next week." And then it goes to me when I see my favorite baseball team lose one of their 162 games in May, and he's just losing his mind, freaking out. And I was like, "Bro, I've never related to something so hard in my life."
It's like more defeating during baseball season because you don't have, or like, it's so much more often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if your team is disappointing, especially like when the bullpen's lacking, Phil's bullpen was lacking start of the season, and it sucked, dude. Like, our starting pitching was doing well, the bats weren't hot, and then the bullpen was giving up runs.
That's a tough
And
recipe.
yeah, it was tough, and it was like very like annoying to watch, even though it was just the start of the season, and they've obviously turned it around since.
Yeah, that was like last year, dude. It was like every time Cole went out and pitched, it was like Cole's on the bump tonight, pretty much a secured dub. And most of the times he pitched, we did win. But every other night, it's like, fuck, dude, I gotta go through another like 4 days of like just like shit fucking baseball to watch Cole again. And it's like the Yankees for like 70% of the year last year were just on the cusp of making the playoffs too.
Yeah,
So it was like every game from like mid June to early July on like mattered. So it was like, oh, dude, that was the worst vibes I think the Yankees have had my entire like life as a Yankees fan. That
dude.
was brutal.
If the Phil's starting pitching can stay healthy, I'm gonna be really excited about this year because, bro, it's Wheeler, Nola, Ranger Suarez, and then like if Taiwan Walker can like be good and consistent, that'd be a great fourth. That's not like a terrible fourth. Um, and then it's like Christopher Sanchez. You know what I mean? So falls off quick. That fourth spot falls off pretty quick.
Yeah, but
But if
I mean,
that three can stay healthy, I'm so excited to like go into the playoffs. You know what I mean?
yeah, 4 and 5, dude, can have you can have 3 or 4 pitchers be your 4 and 5 guys throughout the
Yeah,
year.
yeah, that's
Be
what it's
fine.
gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. But if we can keep those 1, 2, 3 solid all year, And then if Taijuan Walker can stay healthy, that would be really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like in Yankees land right now, dude. It's like the one pitcher that I have like the least confidence in right now is Nestor, and he's still pitching to like I want to say like a 2.9 ERA, and it's like our five is
Yeah.
Luis Hill, who's a rookie coming off of Tommy John for 2 years, and he's been the most electric pitcher of the Yankees season so far. So then it's like, all right, well, we got Luis Hill playing, pitching out of his mind as like a Cy Young candidate. Nestor's like our like probably has the most cracks in his game, but he still is a sub-3 ERA. And then we've got Marcus Stroman, fucking and Carlos Rodon and Clark Schmidt all pitching to like I think Clark might have like a 3-4 as our worst. And I'm just like, dude, if we can just stay healthy, we have offense and Juan Soto. Like this is, dude, I say this every fucking year, but this is gotta be our year, bro. Judge knows that this is the team that he's had his whole Yankees career. He's like, you can just see it in the way that he carries himself when he plays. Like he knows that this is the year, and this is the year like his chance is gonna come. And I think like even just watching Yankees games now, like vibes are just so different than they've been in the past few years. Like we've had the same lineup pretty much all year, which we had the same lineup I think 4 times all of last year. And you know the young bulls are clicking. Anthony Volpe's on like a 17-game hit streak right now. He's stealing bases. Juan Soto, Aaron Judge are both mashing. Stanton has like come back from the grave and is like Giancarlo Stanton again. Like, dude, vibes in Yankees land right now are immaculate, and it's like it feels different than it did in 2022 when we started off really hot.
And on top of that, even I've heard the rumors, allegedly, talks are at least in a good faith, seemingly, with Juan Soto on a contract. Like, I think there's like a general good vibe coming out of the rumors there.
Yeah, so we're like 60 games in recording this episode, but Juan Soto seems to absolutely fucking love New York. And unless somebody blows him out of the water with an offer that the Yankees just can't do, which sure the Yankees like they're going to be one of the top
They can definitely do
buyers.
it.
You know what I mean? They're going
It's
to be,
whether or not they want to put that kind of money into him.
and I think
I think they
after
might
even the
want to.
60 games, dude, seeing like what he's done for New
Yeah.
York baseball or Yankees baseball, like I think they're going to want to. I think that's a really smart investment. And buddy, I tell you now, if we sign Juan Soto to a long-term contract, I mean, he's 25. He's like insanely young still.
Bro, yeah.
The Yanks are going to be a problem for a while, dude.
Problem for a long time, dude.
Yeah.
Juan Soto's really good, and he's really young, and, you know, so is Judge, right? And
well, Judge is 32, so he's a bit older, but like we've got probably 3 or 4 more years of Judge being in his prime. I would say, or I wouldn't say prime, but like Judge being really good. I think right now Judge is for his age is obviously like top 3 player in baseball, but I think out of like if you took the average really good like average 32-year-old superstar, I think Judge is so much better than that, dude. Like he's doing things at the plate that like dude, he started out hitting like below the Mendoza line for the first like 15-20 games, and now he's hitting almost 300. He's got the second most home runs in baseball. He's got like a 1.2 OPS over the last like 30 games. Like, dude, it's the 62 year where he hit 62 home runs.
You know what, Johnny?
Not a fluke at all, dude. Like he could go in and do that multiple more times in his career, I think.
You know what, Johnny? You're welcome.
For what?
I didn't want to say this live, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Okay.
I didn't want to say this at all, but I put money on Pete Alonso to hit more home runs than Aaron Judge this year.
Well, that was just dumb.
Why is that dumb? He's done it every year except for last year, and Pete Alonso generally smacks balls around.
All right, hear me out, dude. The Mets have been good up until last year for the past 5 years or so. With Pete Alonso's resurgence, they had a good team around him. They have nobody to protect that man in the lineup now, dude. He's not going to see any strikes. He's not.
And the Yankees just have more people that are just as good or better than Judge, like on any given night.
Dude, listen to this. The Yankees right now have Anthony Volpe in their one spot, who's hitting 280 right now.
That's great. That's actually what I wanted to ask you was like, okay, so like you got Volpe and Juan Soto as like your young fucking tandem duo, and then you build around them.
Not even that, dude. It's the structure of the lineup is what making the Yankees clicks. So Volpe's gonna with Soto behind Volpe's gonna see a fuck ton of strikes because they don't want to walk him because then you
Right.
walk him and put somebody on base for Soto. So he's gonna see a
Right.
fuck ton of strikes. He's getting on base anyway because he's hitting those strikes. You've got Juan Soto behind him who mashes and also doesn't just mash; he hits all over the fucking field.
Yeah.
Dude, my man's
2
bunting,
Oppo
bro.
home runs the other night.
2 Oppo home runs last night. Like he mashes. He's Juan Soto. He's a Hall of Famer. You can't pitch around him because you got Aaron Judge behind him, dude, batting third. So by the time Judge gets to the plate, there could be fucking 2 runs on the board, there could be 1 run on the board, or there's going to be 2 people on base. I mean, obviously they could get out and there's going to be 2 outs to Judge up, but like those opportunities where Judge comes up, he's going to have like RBI opportunities. Okay, Judge is batting third, right? Number 4, right now, we have Alex Verdugo, who's had a great year so far. I mean, he's not like the scariest dude in our lineup, but he's produced well and he's had a good year. And then you got fucking Giancarlo Stanton, Anthony Rizzo. Like, our lineup is so deep, dude. There's nowhere in our lineup.
Rizzo's having a good year.
Rizzo's having a great year. Everybody on the Yankees right now.
He was dead to you last year.
Well, yeah, he was literally concussed the entire season.
That's true.
Boone kept playing him. And it wasn't anything like it's Rizzo's fault. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the doctor should have been like, dude has a concussion. He can't play. But that wasn't the case. They just ran him out there because he's Anthony Rizzo and they're paying him $30 million a year. And he was like, couldn't catch up to a fastball. But the 8 or 9 spot, dude, we've got either fucking Oswaldo Cabrera or one of our catchers. And Jose Trevino is hitting like almost 300 right now. He's like 400 with runners in scoring position. It's just the way the fucking lineup is constructed with Juan Soto. Like, Juan Soto was literally fucking the scene from Avengers Infinity War where Thanos takes the last stone and puts it into the glove and it fucking fully powers, dude. That was what adding Juan Soto to the lineup has done for the Yankees. And it's been nuts to watch, dude.
I don't even know what the Phillies lineup is looking like these days.
I wouldn't have been able to break down the lineup last year because the lineup changed every fucking night for the Yankees. But it's been the most consistent lineup I've seen in probably 7 years. For as long as Boone has been manager, at least. And who would have thought, dude? It's been fucking working. Like, everyone and their mother has been saying that for so long. Like, keep guys in the same spot. Let them fucking feel comfortable in a spot in the lineup. And I remember when we signed Soto, the Yankees were out at like a players' dinner or whatever, and there was somebody interviewing Judge, and they were like, "What do you think like the lineup's gonna be?" And Judge said to Aaron Boone, who wasn't there, he was like, "Booney, just keep DJ Soto and then me as the 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna roll." And obviously, like, couldn't do that to start the season because DJ's been hurt since spring training, but like Volpe's filled that spot perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, he's like taking the fucking over analytics of everything out of the game, and it's working again. And it's like, bro, just play baseball. Like, that's what people have been saying. Yankees fans have been saying for so long. Just play baseball. Don't overthink it.
The Phil's lineup is kind of crazy. Like, I don't think it's necessarily what you would expect, but it's Kyle Schwarber leading off, obviously, and then JT in the 2 spot, which is really high for him, but he's been hitting really well, and he's got 6 home runs this year already. Bryce Harper in the 3 spot, Alec Boehm in the 4 spot, and then it's either Stott or Castellanos in the 5 and 6, and then it's like Brandon Marsh is 7 or 8, Edmundo Sosa, Brandon Marsh generally is 7, Johan Rojas, so that kind of rounds out the lineup, but like I feel like everybody's hitting. And Casty right now is hitting. He was terrible to start the year, but he's been hitting.
I was gonna say he had a pretty slow start, but I've been seeing him start to light up a little bit.
Yeah, he has. He's come around a bit. I mean, it's hard not to when like the confidence is high, because that was his thing. He was like overthinking shit and like looking at balls like too intently and like trying to make sure he was like being extra cautious and not swinging that shit outside of the zone. And he was like, dude, I wasn't being aggressive.
Yeah.
And now he's back to doing his thing.
That's just a case of like spring training rust too, you know what I mean? Like going all off season without seeing like in-game live pitching. And
yeah, but it was like something that he had heard a lot about last year, like him chasing pitches. So he was like, he focused on like in the off season, like trying to not chase pitches. And he was like, he acknowledged in a post game like interview, he was like, yeah, like I was Like I've been thinking too much about like not chasing pitches and not just like being aggressive and going after the ones that I like.
Yeah. At least he's aware. People go all
Yeah,
season without trying to change their approach, and sometimes that's all it is. It's just a simple change to your approach. To your mechanics could be the best in the world, but if you don't have a solid approach, then you're not going to be able to hit shit.
yeah.
It's
He's
interesting too because in the Derek Jeter documentary, he had this thing about his whole like approach at the plate, like his whole career, and he was like, I just went up there and was looking fastball down the middle every single time, and I would just like fight off pitches that weren't what I was looking for, and the ones I was looking for, I'd be all over them. It's like, dude, that's like the most basic, like the most simple approach into hitting you could have as a baseball player. Look for fastballs down the middle. If it's not that, then just figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, there's no like complex fucking. All right, well, I'm down 2-1, or I'm up 2-1 in the count. He's gonna try and throw like a get me over breaking ball. I'll hunt that. There's none of that. He's just looking fastball down the middle every time. And dude goes on to hit 3,000 hits and become an all-time fucking Hall of Famer, almost unanimous Hall of Famer for about. That's crazy to think about.
yeah, and like it's probably the best place to think. That's probably the best ball to look for because there's nothing that's gonna be to you quicker, and like that gives you the minimal movement to any spot or
Yeah,
to every spot. You know
and
what I mean? Like
if you're looking that pitch every time, dude, it gives you time to like make the adjustment to off speed or breaking balls and like do
right,
exactly
right.
what he said, just fight it off. And that was the epitome of Jeter, was just hitting a fucking line drive the other way past second baseman into right field for a single.
Not a bad way to do it.
No.
He made a pretty good living doing it. A
Yeah, I'd say
pretty
so.
good name for himself.
Not too shabby.
No. Maybe I'll have to put some of that in Jacob. I'll say, just look for the fastball down the middle,
Dude,
fight
just shoot the
everything else
ball the
off.
other way. Yeah. Honestly, unless you're a Juan Soto that can just hit absolute bombs, dude. Like,
I don't know if he's gonna be one of those. Maybe.
he might be. You don't know. So I
Maybe
mean,
he'll have a big ginger beard like his dad too, and he'll mash.
yeah, he becomes a Philly and his name is JT.
I mean, it's possible. I said, hey, let's get another one of them in here.
Huh?
Yeah, it's possible. Maybe they want to get another JT in there.
Just a lineup of 9 JTs.
I mean, if they can all mash.
And pitch. Need a pitcher
Yeah. Okay, we'll get JT Martinez. We'll change his name. Make him change his name.
too. He's like 65. By
Look,
the time JT's
he's
old
on the
enough.
Mets now, and he had a fucking good series against the Phils.
JT Martinez is on the Mets now? Oh, that's right. They
Yeah,
signed him. Yeah, okay. That's wild.
he
I
had a
remember when he was
good
on the
series against the
Diamondbacks, dude.
Phils.
Hey, dude's like gonna be JD Martinez is what Pete Alonso's gonna be in like 5 years.
That's not too bad.
Just like a DH that can hit an occasional bomb. You know what I mean? He's got the same
Yeah,
build, kind of.
yeah. But now he hits more than occasional bombs. Pete's always got like a bunch of home runs.
I don't know.
And
He's off to a
honestly, I'm kind
slow
of like when
start
I put
this
the
year.
money on it, I'm kind of banking on Judge getting hurt. No shade to Judge, but he tends to get hurt.
Wow, dude, that's fucked.
I'm not banking on it, but like there's a pretty high chance, and like it's also pretty hard to
There's
hit 60 home runs 2 years in a row. I imagine.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to. You gotta think he's gonna hit at least 50 if he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah,
Dude,
but I think
he
Pete's gonna
missed
be
like
right there
3.
with them, and then it's close.
I think if there's anybody in the NL that's gonna come close, it's probably gonna be Shohei, Mookie, or not Acuna. He's having a terrible year. What's his name? The first baseman for the Braves,
Matt Olson.
Matt Olson. I think those are going to be the guys that can compete with Judge for the home run.
I don't know, dude.
I think Pete is one. He's on too bad of a team to get enough pitches to even hit out. I mean, knock on wood, anything could happen. But I think Judge is going to have a healthy year. I think he's going to be, he might have a week or two where he's on a random stint, but I think he's going to be fine. Plus, Judge is already dude, he basically missed 3 weeks of the start of the season because of how bad he was playing. Like, he couldn't hit anything for 3 weeks. And half of Yankees Twitter was asking to send him down, which is just ridiculous. But, he's missed 3 weeks of actual chances where he could play, hit bombs, and he's already, second in the league with home runs. I think he hit his 16th today, 15th or 16th today.
Judge has 15. Kyle Tucker has 17, and Gunnar Henderson has 16. Marcelo Zuna has 15. Shohei has 13. Juan Soto has 13. Adolis Garcia has 12. Harper has 12. Josh Naylor has 12. Jose Ramirez has 12. And Stanton has 12. And Alonso has 11. What a shame.
I mean, he's still within striking distance, but I don't think that's gonna. I just don't think it's gonna last.
No, probably not. Judge is probably gonna hit 67 home runs this year, and he's gonna be all like, "I did it clean. I did it clean." I'm like, yeah, okay.
He didn't say that when he hit 62.
You got to juice line up. That's what you got.
Yeah, he does. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I would never.
That's what
hate players or
when
games.
people try and tell me like, oh well, if Derek Jeter was on the Rockies, he wouldn't be a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's like, well, he wasn't, dude. He was on the Yankees. Like, what? That's the fucking worst argument I've ever heard. If Jeter was on the Angels, then he wouldn't be looked at the same way he is. But he wasn't. He was on a Yankees team, on a Yankees dynasty. Like, what do you want him to not perform well just because he has a good team? Like, that's ridiculous.
I mean, I think it's fair. Like, you don't have to be so good. You know, like you don't have to get all the glory.
But he did because he's a beast.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess if you're gonna be a beast, then like if you're gonna put it like that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fuck. What else was he supposed to do? Just be a mediocre fucking Nomar Garcia Parra? All right. Low blow.
Come on,
Red
Gomar.
Sox fans are not gonna like that one. You just call him Gomar?
Gomar Narciapara.
He's a narc now, dude?
Yeah, I was gonna say Narciapara, like, but then I realized that it says narc in it, so I went with that.
That was a good call. It made the joke better.
Yeah, for sure.
Elevated the comedy of that joke.
Elevated. I saw this reel the other day. This guy was like, he's like, you guys should play this game with your friends. You get your friends together and you make, a batch of brownies and you play a game. And the game is one of the brownies is, elevated and or like it's like or no, he said it was spicy. He was like, so then like you all eat the brownie and then you hang out and you try to guess who the elevated person is. And you have something for the winner, you have something for the loser. He's like, but the trick is you make them all spicy. You make them all spicy. And now everybody's elevated. And everyone's elevated and trying their hardest not to act elevated, but they all think that they're the only one that's elevated. And they think that everyone else is trying to think that they're elevated.
Dude, that would be so fun. That would be a hilarious like TV episode of the show.
Yes.
That would be awesome, bro. Oh,
maybe I'll have to make some edibles.
Or just like a YouTube channel like challenge. You know what I mean? Like Mr. Beast. Imagine Mr. Beast doing it. Today we're on a secluded island and we're gonna find out who's elevated. And then he just comes over to the camera. Everyone's elevated. This is a whole batch of elevated brownies. And he's like, whoever figures out who's elevated first gets $500,000. Nobody's getting $500,000. They're all elevated. And it's just a 40-minute video of pothead sitting on a beach.
Not bad. I think it would be good.
Dude, Mr. B should hire me. That's a great idea.
I think that is a good idea.
I'd watch it.
Me too.
Probably get bored after 20 minutes and turn it off. But hey, a view's a view. That's all you need is the initial click.
Yeah, give me 20 minutes.
Dude, so this new show came out today and it's called Tires. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's, Shane Gillis?
I do.
Sorry, Kyla's making moo noises behind me.
I think he threw out the first pitch at the Phillies game last night, actually.
That would make sense. He's a Philadelphian.
He sure is.
It's him, Andrew Schultz, some Francis from Barstool. I forget his last name, but he's on Son of a Boy Dad and Anus sometimes, and he's really funny.
Are you sure you're not talking about Frank the Tank?
No, it's not Frank the Tank. I would know if it was Frank the Tank.
Well, that could be Francis, from Barstool. Could also be Frank the Tank.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought of that. Frank's name is Francis. Do you know what's his name? Stavros Halkias is?
Not off the top of my head.
He's like the guy from Baltimore. He's super fat and he's like bald but has really long hair in the back. He's really funny. He's a comedian.
No, I don't know this guy.
Oh, well, he's in the show anyway. But it's all about like this group of people, and like there's some others that I just don't know their names, but they all work at like an auto mechanic garage, and it's just like almost like if The Office, not even The Office. The Office is so it's like a raunchy sitcom of like this group
Yeah.
of people that work at an auto mechanic shop, and it's so
Okay.
fucking funny, dude. I watched the first 2 episodes of it today,
I'm
after we
interested.
ate dinner. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Like
What's it on?
it's on Netflix. It's called Tires, and
Okay.
you're gonna love this part. There's 6 episodes. Each episode, quick 20 minutes, dude.
I love that. You're right.
I
I
knew
do
you
love
would.
that.
I knew you would.
That's what
It's
I'm talking
it's
about.
dude, you would absolutely love it. It's hilarious, bro. Like Shane Gillis is the funniest motherfucker I think I've ever seen. Bro, he's so funny, dude. I think it's because he talks like us, you know what I mean? He says dude after like every fourth sentence. And he's
Yes.
just like is like always like boning with his boys. Well, I don't know
Yeah.
that. I don't know why I said boning with the boys.
Wait, what are you and Andy doing in Wilmington, brother?
Go on, dude. You know we haven't done it since you were here. We wouldn't leave you out like that.
Boning with the boys. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That sounds like a good time.
I think I meant to say boneheading with the boys, just being boneheads and just like fucking with each other.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, it's comedy gold, bro. It's so good. Before it
Pure
even got
comedic
released,
gold.
like 2 days before, it was Tuesday, I think. Yes. On Tuesday, like it came out today, so on Tuesday it came out saying that Netflix had already renewed it for a second season. So you know those motherfuckers like watched it when it was done and was like, oh, we're sitting on a gold mine right now, and they automatically renewed it for a second season.
Yeah.
And they were right. Shit was funny.
Not bad.
Yeah, highly recommend it.
I don't currently have Netflix, but I might have to get it to watch it.
You can log into mine if you want.
I don't think you can do that.
Oh, you know what? I think it works for Andy and I because we're in the same
You're so
area.
close.
Yeah, so I think you're right.
For sure.
I think I bought Netflix because it kicked me off my parents' Netflix account.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, you're too far away.
Yeah. We had it for a bit, but then we never really watched it.
They have an ad version. It's like $8 a month with ads. But I was like, fuck that, dude. Netflix has never had ads. I'll pay $16 a month, which is kind of ridiculous. It's like I don't even use Netflix like that, but I just want something without ads for once, dude. There's ads in Hulu movies. Did you know that? We're sitting here watching a movie the other night, and it just stops and shows an ad for 2 minutes. I'm like, bro, we're in the middle of a fucking movie. There's not supposed to be ads in movies.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, dude, we're just going back to cable.
We really are, bro. And low key, like, kind of wish we never got to this point where I got to have 9 different streaming options to watch a game, or you know what I mean? Give me one central location where I can watch everything, and I'll pay like one price. Bundle everything. Okay?
So you want
9
cable?
different apps. Yes.
I was actually thinking about getting cable.
I have YouTube TV, which is basically cable.
That's
literally
100%
just cable.
facts.
Yeah, it's just cable with like a bunch of extra shit. YouTube
That's
TV
true.
is low key nice. Like it's not my account; it's my dad's account. So like obviously I don't pay for it, but
Right.
if I had to pay for it, I probably would because it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, I might be interested in doing YouTube TV. And you can have
put me
multiple
onto it years
people on
ago.
it.
Yeah, I think we're allowed up to like 4 devices at a time. So it's like nobody in my family's we're not all watching TV like at the same time. It happened to us once, and it was during the Knicks Sixers game, one of the Knicks Sixers game. I kept
Yeah.
turning it on. It would just say, you've reached the max limit. So then I would switch. And then I texted my family group chat. I was like, who's watching TV right now? And my dad was like, oh, I'm watching the Knicks Sixers game. My mom was like, I'm watching TV in bed. And I was on. And then I think my brother Jordan was on too. So I was like, all right, I'll just stream this on fucking Sports Search or whatever.
Something ghetto.
Yeah. Ghetto.
That's not bad.
But yeah, YouTube TV is definitely worth it. But yeah, back to the original point. Fuck having 17 different subscriptions to watch shows. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. But here's the thing. If I get YouTube TV, I'm still gonna keep all my other subscriptions.
Yeah. It doesn't really like substitute other subscriptions because that's what I'm saying. Everything is so spread out. Like all the shows I want to watch, like Disney Plus is only $8 a month, and I hate paying for it. But it's like, bro, if I want to watch like a Marvel movie or Star Wars, I can just go to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But it's like that's all I use it for. I don't like watch everything on Disney Plus, so I'm really paying $8 a month to just have access to Marvel and Star Wars and stuff.
So then just buy the movies.
I don't want to do that either.
Why?
Well, one, I already have most of them, and two, it's like
Okay. So then just watch them on DVD or Blu-ray.
I do sometimes. We actually went to Yellow Dog last Friday, and I used some of my points from just like buying so many records. I've just stacked up so many points. We went and got a DVD for movie night and got what was it? It was like Fight Kick something. I don't know. It was funny. It was about Ice Cube was in it. It was about two teachers. The last day of school, they get into like an argument or what, some shit happens, and then they agree to fight at the end of the day. And it was actually really funny. But
Okay.
we did that and Walgreens Sushi. Money, dude. Not Walgreens. Jesus Christ, Harris Teeter. Could you imagine sushi from Walgreens?
I thought Walgreens Sushi was a movie name.
What would that movie be about? Some dude trying to sell sushi outside of a Walgreens?
Or like
And then it
something
turns
about
into like a
like the
murder mystery?
sushi. Yeah, dude, 100%. It's a murder mystery, bro. It's like it's a weird fucking movie.
Yeah, dude, this guy just trying to
Or
make a living.
it could also be like a stoner movie.
Yeah, like half-baked vibes.
Yes, like White Castle, but Walgreens Sushi. Harold and Kumar take Walgreens Sushi and try to survive.
Yeah, dude, we're just ripping off ideas tonight.
That's good. That's good shit.
Just
I
think
think
this immigrant from North Korea makes his way over. Do they even wait? Hold on, time out. Or this sounds like
North Korea
being
can't
slightly
listen to us
racist.
for sure.
I know, but do North Koreans eat sushi, or do they just not eat anything? Oh, that was low blow, low blow, Kim Jong Un. Is sushi part of like a Korean's? Like, is that Korean food technically? Or
I
am
don't
I just like
believe that the North Korean that most of the North Korean people are eating sushi. They might be eating raw fish, but I wouldn't call it sushi.
So you just call it sashimi?
Possibly.
Imagine North Korea like opens its borders, like, oh, sushi? No, we're too high class for that. Sashimi only.
Yeah. And you have to find the fish dead somewhere.
you have to hunt it yourself or fish it.
Yeah. No, literally.
The fish just fish.
Yep. You have to fish it and skin it and then eat it raw. Enjoy. Good luck.
You can't clean it either. You have to
I
skin it
mean,
and
maybe if
directly
you
eat
want
it.
to.
All right, so not North Korean. We'll just go Japanese. For some reason, he needed to
Okay.
leave Japan, finds himself in America, right, as an immigrant. Doesn't have a dollar to his name. Lives on the beach, clearly, because sushi. In Santa Monica, California. Right outside LA, but like kind of like
Okay. Dude,
I'm gonna get
honestly, I know the Walgreens. It's right next to my boy Peter's place. There's literally a Walgreens right next to his joint, bro.
Perfect, dude. You know them. We'll set up and film there.
Okay, they might be cool with that, dude. Like,
Sounds good to me. Sounds like we're like heading in the right direction. We've got
okay.
steps laid out already.
All right.
So he's
We
living
gotta
on
find
the
a
beach,
Japanese
right?
man, but
Yeah, well, that'll be easy. I mean, if Japanese actors all over the world.
okay. Oh, okay.
We don't have to just find like a homeless Japanese man to play the part. We
I
can get an
thought we had
actor,
to.
dude.
I thought we had to go to Japan, find a guy from Japan, bring him to America.
No, bro.
I didn't realize we were just filming a movie. I thought we were real life in this shit.
Oh, bro, this is a movie idea.
Okay.
Walgreens Sushi, and the text for like our movie poster is gonna be like that slasher, but not really.
Okay.
No, never mind. That'll give us too many like slasher vibes. We want this to be a murder mystery.
Walgreens Sushi, but make it
In the Walgreens text.
Okay.
Like how the Nationals logo looks with the cursive
W. Yeah.
Walgreens, and then sushi can just be like little pieces of sushi stacked in the letters SUSHI.
Okay.
Or is that too far?
What's the Japanese TV show genre?
Anime?
Yeah, how about like a Walgreens anime font? Or just an anime font?
Well, is it an anime? Are we
No.
making an anime or a movie?
No,
We can't
I
do
think
anime.
it's just a little racist because it's a Japanese guy that's coming over to America.
If we did it as an anime,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Let's
No,
stick to.
if we did just the font of the movie in anime.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't just steal that because it's anime in Japanese because there's a Japanese dude in our movie.
He's not just in the movie; he's the whole movie. And then he's making sushi, which is already like a Japanese thing.
Right. Yeah, fuck. No, we're sticking with the Japanese guy.
Okay.
It's gonna play out. So listen,
Okay.
this guy lives on the beach for like the start of his time in America, right?
All
And
right.
then he is out fishing one day, and he's on a little rinky-dink wooden boat and just a pole with a string. Nothing crazy. He doesn't have the flash
In
reel.
America?
In America, in California.
Wow.
He's just off
Okay.
the coast, like out. He's fishing because he's got to eat fish, right? He's got to survive.
Okay.
And he gets a splinter from his wooden boat.
Okay.
A bad one though, like one where
It's
he has to go
bad.
get like he has to go get tweezers to pull it out. Like it's that bad.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he stumbles off the shore and into Santa Monica and finds himself in front of the Walgreens. Goes into the Walgreens and his foot's killing him, dude. He's like stumbling into the Walgreens because he's got a giant fucking wooden splinter in his foot. And he's like, goes up to the cashier and he's like, listen, I don't have any money. I just moved here, but I have a crazy fucking splinter in my foot, and all I need is some tweezers. And behind the desk is this little old lady, and she's like, just the warmest soul. She's like, of course, like I'll help you. Let me go grab some tweezers. And she goes, gets tweezers, pulls it out of his foot, and he's so thankful. He's like, this is great. Like, you really saved me a lot of irritation. I can't say that fucking real. Saved me a lot of irritation. How can I repay you? And she's like, no, you don't need to repay me. It's on me. Like, you're fine. He's just like stuck on needing to repay this lady. So he's like, all right, I am gonna sell sushi out of the fish that I just caught out front of this Walgreens. With the money I get, I'm gonna repay this lady and some tenfold. I'm gonna give her $200. My first $200 is going to this lady. She helped me out.
Whoa.
And so he gets that set up. You know, he's got a gig going for a few days. He's selling sushi here and there, and he finally gets $200 worth. And as he pulls the money out of his pocket to go pay the lady, drive-by.
He gets shot in the head.
Capped from a drive-by. Could be gang-related. Could be, what's it called? Like a hitman. Could be,
Bro, I think he's stepping on the fucking turf of the rest of the sushi restaurants. They're like, look, dude, you can't. Look, bro, you can't just be fucking coming here. You just pop up shop right here in the fucking Walgreens parking lot. You're gonna get popped.
And
you fuck around and take business from me. You're finna get popped.
So the lady the tweezer lady's freaking out. She's calling the cops. My sushi man.
Wait, can I make a suggestion?
Sure, of course, dude.
If we go back a little bit, how about instead of like
we're like in a writing room right now.
Yeah. How about instead of like he needs to repay her, he's like, okay, I'm gonna like give her like some sushi to try. I'm gonna make it for her. Like that'll be my payment. Is like giving her this delicious food that I made. And then she's like, "Oh my god, bro, this is fucking banging. You gotta start selling it." Blah blah blah. Now when he gets shot in the head, bang for stepping on her turf because he was like, "No, I don't want to do all that. I was just making this for you." And she was like, "No, it's so good. You have to." Blah blah blah. So he's like, "Okay, I'll do it." And then business is booming. And then he gets taken out. And it's on her because she pushed him to do it.
Okay, a little psychological like deepness to this dude. I can fuck with that. It like really shows the bond between Tweezer Lady and this guy.
Yeah. And she just got him killed.
I like that. And then how do we
all because his sushi was good.
The murder mystery part. So is it in the end? It is like a sushi turf war.
I think so. I think that'd be great.
But then we gotta have like some turns in it where someone gets framed and it comes out that they're getting framed. You know what I mean?
Okay. How about like sushi? Can the sushi guy like Business got to be booming, right? Like maybe a year
Right.
goes by, he hires somebody, gets like a trainee, you know what I mean? Somebody to keep the business going.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so obviously, the other sushi guys, they think it's gonna stop once they take out Top Dog, who started all. Take this guy out, we'll be good. But nah, they keep it going in his honor, and then they
The
get more
sushi,
people to work.
the sushi prodigy becomes the main man and like names the restaurant after this guy and becomes like the fucking monopoly sushi guy in Santa Monica.
But they never leave. They never leave the parking lot of the Walgreens.
They just built an extension of the Walgreens. It's a sushi restaurant.
No, it's still outside, and they just got pop-up tents, dude.
Come on, dude. Can we give them a food truck at least?
What do they need a food truck for, bro? They just
No,
need.
they're gonna have all this money from selling all this sushi. They're obviously gonna want to upgrade some shit eventually.
Nah, they're basic, bro.
What are they doing with their money then?
The old lady's stealing it all behind their back.
She's money laundering.
She's
Dude,
taking all the money, bro. She's taking
crazy
it
twist.
all. She's taking it
Crazy
all.
twist because these dudes came from Japan thinking, "Oh, this lady was so nice and helpful. Like, we'll just give the money
She's an
to
old
her, and
lady,
she
bro.
can make
She's a
us
good
money."
soul.
Dude,
And she's
crazy
robbing them
twist.
behind their back, bro.
How does the movie end?
I don't know. We didn't get there yet.
I know, but we got to have some sort of plan. Like, we got to lay out some steps and figure out how we're going to get to those steps. You know what I mean?
I think we're laying out the plan, bro. I think it's sounding good so far.
Yeah, but we got to figure out what like our story comes to, like how we finish it.
I love this part. It's my favorite part. It's like the most sensitive.
What, like the ending of a movie?
No, what it comes to, and when you finish.
Yeah. Why we do it, brother?
Anyway, okay, so we all right, so we got to finish this movie. So we got the ongoing parking lot sushi fucking kingdom that's disrupting the game, and we got the sushi gang lords that are fucking, they keep hunting these sushi leaders. Okay, maybe it ends with
Walgreens lady was a double agent working for the sushi gang leaders, money laundering their sushi restaurant outside Walgreens, in turn giving money to the actual fucking sushi kings.
yes, Top Dog started to catch on that she was holding them back.
And that's why he got popped.
That's why he gets popped. He's starting to catch on. He's starting to ask questions. He's starting to try to be a little more like, "Hey, bro, I'm sorry. Let me figure out this money thing because I feel like I've been doing really good and I should be better than just, my fish in a cooler and I got to cut on this plastic table that folds in half at the end of the day. And I got to pop up this tent to keep the sun off my back every day. I feel like I should be making some good money. Maybe we can get an upgrade here."
Yeah, and she just always has excuses as to why they can't upgrade.
Always something, dude. Always something. And then he
I
gets
like
popped. You don't even know that you don't even know that the sushi gangs exist. And then he gets, he starts getting like some threats coming his way from some
And then the
dudes.
protege comes up and like unmasks the whole thing.
I think in secret to the Top Dog. It's like, hey, you know what I think is happening, dude? I think she's working for the fucking sushi, industry.
It's the sushi Nazis.
Yeah, I think she's stealing the money that we're making and giving it to them. And that's how they're keeping it all for themselves, getting richer. And that's why you're out here fucking with no AC.
Yeah, so hole in our story.
No
We
holes.
can't have the Top Dog getting popped by the sushi slumlords because he's taking over too much turf, because then they would be killing their income. So we gotta have it be he gets popped because he's starting to catch on.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Okay.
That's what it's gonna
And then,
come to in the end.
okay. Dude, we
Maybe
got
that's how it
something, bro.
ends. Maybe that's how it ends when he dies. But then it's like, what about the protege? What about the lady?
Part 2. Sequel.
I really want to kill the old
call
bitch.
that sushi. Rite Aid sushi. That'll be number 2. Or CVS sushi. We just go through each like fucking department store.
It was like CVS hibachi.
Oh man, dude,
Target.
that's one of our
Target breakfast. Like,
Target burritos.
ooh. Target, like street tacos.
But after like 3 or 4 movies, we gotta switch up the title to give it a little bit of an edge. So like, it'll be like
Parking lot griddle time. Tailgating. The never-ending tailgate.
The never-ending tailgate. You're just stuck in a time loop at a tailgate.
Yep.
That would be crazy.
Tailgating for money. That's what it is, and you're just growing up burgers and dogs on a griddle somewhere, drinking beers and selling them.
Just a friend group that gets paid
Maybe you make
to be
some
like
cheesesteaks.
tailgate.
That's like a good episode for It's Always Sunny to do. We're like, that's like, you know what, dude, we gotta make money, dude. We'll just fucking tailgate, bro. We'll go out. We'll set up a grill. We'll fucking grill up some burgers. We'll grill up some dogs. We'll grill some cheesesteaks, dude. We'll sell them. We'll sell them to everybody. We'll sit there. We'll be nice. We'll get drunk as fuck. We'll have a good time.
That would be a great Sunny episode.
That's a plot to It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, dude.
That's how an episode starts.
I feel like we could write episodes for that show. Like,
for sure.
Not so much the dialogue part, but like the ideas.
Yeah. Because they kind of argue.
Like that's literally what that is. Like we just did it.
Yeah. And then it's like, all right, and then you just gotta hash out the details. But that's really just like the first like 7 to 10 minutes of an episode.
Yeah, because it's gotta obviously spiral into something.
Spiral out of control. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Haven't gotten that far yet, but that's how one would start. We got a lot of good shit on this doc. You want to get into some of it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, but before we do, we gotta talk about our top gifts.
Why? For some reason, I thought you were gonna say before we do. Let me get into an ad.
No, we're not like that yet. No, our top gifts. We were talking about.
I'm surprised you remembered that conversation because that whole convo about we had before we hopped on just left my mind.
Yeah, we were talking about gifts before we hopped on, and the top ones that we use. So I have a handful favorited, and okay. So the first one that I ever favorited was the bull from The Water Boy when he goes, we suck again. That was the first one I ever favorited. My next two are the Let's Go, the crackhead one and the coach screaming. And then I have another one from a Billy Madison movie. It's just him going like bullshit. And then I have this dude going psh, and like throwing his hands down like this guy in a sweater going psh. I have one that says I think maybe Tyler Perry. I don't know. It's kind of be racist too. It's a big black dude. I don't know. I've seen him in sitcoms when I was growing up, but I can't think of his name for the life of me. But just going, you heard me with some toot. This bull from Workaholics going for sure in a fucking bear hoodie.
Sure.
Because I always like want to say like, yo, for sure. And then this one is my most recent favorite.
Oh, say less.
Oh, say less. The little kid with the do-rag.
That's a good one.
Those are all my favorites that I got in my gift keyboard.
Do you have an app for that, or is it just like the one you have in iMessage?
It's the one that I have in iMessage. It's called Tenor, I think.
Oh, what the fuck? See, mine is just like hashtag images.
Oh no.
I can't favorite or anything.
Mine is so like you see this down. See this?
Yeah.
If I hit the globe on the bottom, that's like to go to other keyboards for me. And my other keyboards is this like Tenor. Search Tenor.
Yeah, I don't think my phone's capable of that.
No, I think I downloaded it from the App Store and then like I added that keyboard to my iMessage keyboard.
Oh, that makes sense.
Lex showed me how to do it because she had good gift games she put me on. So that's how I get gifts now. I've been doing it like that for a while, actually. It's really good.
Well, dude. 1, Riverside lagging like a motherfucker tonight. 2, I would love to show you my fucking gifts, but my phone is fucking stuck.
Okay, then it's alright. I have some other things. Whoa, we're back.
Alright, I'll just quickly go through it. The first one is, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's this guy with the camera zooming in on him, and he just goes...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that wilderness bull.
This is a classic.
Yes.
And then, this is another good one. Just the Chaos Elmo, the fire in his hands up.
Yeah.
These are all like my recent ones, but I honestly use like 5 or 6 gifts. Dude, this is a classic. James Harden.
Yeah, I usually just type in like the blip in my head, like the random thought that I had, like you know what I mean. I'll just like if I have like a not great response sometimes, I'm like, all right, let me just type that into the GIF keyboard and see what comes up in some one of those.
My
Like,
3
for
recent
sure.
searches, that's exactly what I do. My 3 recent searches are yes, it's true, and Megatron. I was texting Maggie the other day, and she asked me something. I said, yes, Megatron. Like, Megatron, and then she was like, huh? And I was like, oh, this bitch doesn't know who Megatron is. So I searched Megatron up on my GIF keyboard.
So I had a thought the other day, and this kind of goes back to the cable thing. I wish so. You know how Xbox, like, if you're playing a game and then you leave that game, you can go back to it with the quick resume. I wish my TV had the quick resume.
Like the quick resume?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I wish my like Samsung TV had a quick resume, and then I could just jump from like app to app, and it would just put me right back into whatever I was watching and like live. You know what I mean? Which is pretty much just
Yeah.
flipping between channels, bro. I wouldn't be able to flip between channels.
Yeah, but flipping between channels, like, you can't pause. Like, on old cable, you couldn't pause it and then flip, you know what I mean?
I don't want to pause. I'm just watching sports games. I'm watching live TV.
I'm
Why would I want to
thinking
flip
TV shows you
channels?
wanna I don't know, if you were just, like, flipping through, like, your recently watched, like, 10 recently watched shows or something, you're like, "I don't know what I'm in the mood for," and it's like, "Oh, yeah, I was watching this, let me finish this." It's like, that would be fire, dude. That would save me so much time
So
before
that's
going to
just
bed.
literally like an on-demand library, which is like what Netflix is. You know what I mean? So just give me fucking Netflix and live TV in one,
Yeah,
everything in one spot.
that's what I'm saying, dude. We just need one central location where all of our subscriptions are in one platform, so then we can just fucking, you know what I mean? And then whatever show we click on, obviously that goes towards like Netflix's numbers or HBO's numbers, like streaming numbers technically, because we're still
Yeah,
watching the show
yeah.
that's on that platform, but all the platforms are in one platform, so we don't have to switch out between apps. That would be money, dude.
We'll have to see if they can do it for us, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to get it done.
We'll just do it, bro.
You think we can do it?
I don't know, maybe. Apparently, I'm a huge tech guy. Today, you can see I'm wearing a polo still.
Whoa, big
I
tech guy in a polo.
dude, you know me, brother. So Maggie's school is having like career week this week, and they've had people like come in all week and just talk about their jobs and what they do and stuff. So a few weeks ago, Maggie's like, "Hey, like, will you do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, like, I'll do it." And so we made like a PowerPoint presentation and everything. And today was my day. I had 2 sessions this morning. One at 9:30 with like the younger kids who were probably like 9 to 11, and then one at 10 with kids that were like 13 to like 17. And apparently like Maggie wanted me to just talk about like online safety and stuff. And I was like, well, I mean, I work in marketing and social media for a tech company that sells stuff about cybersecurity. I don't necessarily do it, but I'll try my hardest. So we made a PowerPoint, and it was basically just like I went through about everything that I do at work, like, LinkedIn ads, social media stuff, analytics, reporting, all that stuff, all the good boring stuff. And then at the end, we just had a slide like how you can stay safe online. And my advice was just like change your passwords a bunch. Like, I don't know. It was like just change your passwords a bunch, and then I talked about the multi-factor authentication thing, which is like when you
Yeah,
sign into FanDuel and they send you a code like that.
yeah.
I was like, that's what I do, and I'm fine. So I was like,
It's been working for me.
dude, she set me up for failure too, because the person before me was teaching self-defense, so they went to like playing ninja to learning about fucking online safety. I felt like I was like, dude, I'm killing these kids' vibes. They don't care about
No,
LinkedIn
not at
ads
all.
and shit.
They want to fucking get to hit each other again.
It was so funny because the best part of the presentation, or like reaction wise, I got out of them was when I was telling them about the trade shows that I went to, and the one I went to in San Diego last year was military. So I was like, yeah, like, it was this big convention center, and they had like hundreds of companies there showing off all of their like cool military tech. Like, there were like mini robots and mini tanks, and they had a drone race going in there. And as soon as I said drone race, they all went, "What?" I was like, yeah, dude, that's about the extent of excitement you're gonna get out of my job. Seeing a drone race one time in San Diego.
What?
They were like, "What? That's sick."
Did you have fun?
It was cool, yeah. I would
Did
do
you
it
have to
again.
take like a personal day for it? Like take PTO for the day?
Nah, I just told my manager, I was like, "Hey, listen, Maggie's career day is this week, and they want me to present so I'm just gonna be out for like an hour and a half in the morning." And she was like, "That's fine."
Yeah, that's tight. I'm gonna get another job one day, and then I can tell you things about
Me
work.
too.
But
You
for
need
now,
it.
I got no
Has
things
it been
about
like
work.
has it been like what's it been like not having to like think about work every day of your life?
It's starting to get stressful. Just not having a job is stressful.
Yeah. At least you got like stuff lined up though. Like you know what I mean? Like you're
Kinda.
actively
I'm actively doing
you're
things.
get
There's not a whole lot
you're
lined
taking
up.
interviews, dude. That's
I'm
more than
trying.
most people
I'm
can say.
trying. It's a cold world out there.
Yeah, it's tough.
But it's kind of good. I mean, it's nice because like I'm hoping I can just like find a job, go back to work, and this would just be like a little break, like a little vacay. You know what I mean?
That's what it's gonna be, dude. You're gonna get something. Like I mean, dude, your resume is stacked. Like you'll be fine. I know people with way less that have been like finding new jobs. Like you're gonna find something, dude.
Whew, I hope so.
I mean, you're gonna have options at least, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you're just not gonna ever have a job again.
I hope so. We'll
Although it would
see.
be nice if like work just wasn't a thing for everybody.
Whoa, if I never had to work and I could just play. Okay, I would if I had no job. Okay, if you had no job, what would you do?
Is money a thing? Do I have like unlimited amount of money?
I don't know.
Or say work isn't a thing and each citizen gets like $100,000 a year. How about that?
Okay.
I would buy a house like on a nice piece of land and probably just buy a bunch of toys, dude. Like dirt bikes and four wheelers and maybe a boat.
That sounds pretty good.
I mean, there'd be like I wouldn't have anything like I wouldn't have to worry about like being close to a city for work or anything. Like I don't really have to do that now because I work from home. But like,
Yeah. Well, you do have to travel, so like you want to be relatively close to an airport. You don't want it to be like a 5 hour drive to the nearest airport.
yeah, dude, I'm not living out in the fucking sticks of Tennessee. Like I'll probably stay within 20 miles of a large city if I can. But like I want to have my own plot of land, like minimal neighbors probably, and just like probably live close to a golf course. I'd play a fuck ton of golf, that's for sure. If I didn't have to work,
Yeah.
dude, if
Yeah.
I didn't have to work, I shit you not, I'm playing golf probably 4 times a week minimum. But then, got to think about Maggie's not working either. If nobody's working, so we'd probably do a lot more stuff together. So maybe Maggie can
So
get into
she'd
golf.
play golf.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. What would you do?
that what you said sounds good.
Not bad, right?
No, that sounds pretty good. Maybe add in like some others, like probably like some more like I don't know, like I have a son, so I'll probably raise him. But like playing around
I would
sounds
hope
good.
so.
Like playing around with like all the toys and shit sounds good, and that's what I would like. I think a nice little plot of land. If there's water on it, that would be
Yeah.
dope. Somewhat close to cities still, that would be cool. Um, and then yeah, I think just spend money on the kid and like taking him to like do sports and stuff or whatever he wants to do. Maybe going to band, rocking out with his guitar out. That was a little wanger.
Yeah. That sounds nice, dude. Do you think you would get bored though?
Um, maybe I would try not to. Like I would still like give myself work to do around the house. Like so maybe have like probably have like chickens and animals if I could. You know what
Well,
I mean?
dude,
Give myself like some work to do around the house on the regular, right? Like keep I don't know, give myself something that like I need to do to stay busy. Like I can't just be playing all the time. I need to have some sort of purpose.
yeah, but also work around the house when you don't have to take time out of your free time to do it doesn't seem like work. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
if you don't have a job but I have stuff to do around the house, like I would go out of my way to do stuff around the house because I know that I'm not like losing precious free time doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I still want chickens. Maybe I'll grow some other food.
Yeah, I'd have a fat ass garden.
Yeah, massive.
I might get some chickens too. I would dabble.
Oh, I would be in the chickens, dude. That's the first thing I'm getting. I'm getting chickens before I get a garden.
Really?
Dude, it's okay. Chickens are all year round and probably also easier to keep alive.
Then plants, yeah, you're probably right.
I need like the perfect soil, which is a pain in the ass. Like I need, little fucking critters and bugs to not eat it. I need the perfect sun. I need the perfect water. Like, I need the perfect temperature. I need no humidity.
Yeah.
If
My
it gets
green
too
thumbs are
cold
terrible. I kill
overnight,
plants like it's
like,
my job, dude.
same.
Yeah, chickens, you just gotta clean them and throw them to feed.
Dude, and like I'm probably not gonna throw them. Like I'll throw them feed that I need to, but for the most part, it's like, all right, just run around the yard, eat bugs and grass. I'm gonna throw you my food scraps. They eat food scraps. Like they think they can eat everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And then they poop out eggs, and you're like, thank you.
And then you're like, thanks for the eggs, and you're like, you know what? Here's some eggshell. That's you can eat that, and it's good for you
Chickens eat eggshells?
for sure.
That's wild.
Yeah, you can pretty much give a chicken anything that you would put in a compost, and they'll eat it.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just
I
throw
just
them
thought
food
they ate like
scraps.
worms and feed.
No, you throw them like all your food scraps. They eat it all. It's pretty good for them. As long as you're not eating like shit, dude. If you're giving them flaming hot Cheetos, you know, maybe.
Why is this egg spicy? Oh, could you imagine giving a fucking chicken flaming hot Cheetos? Speaking of flaming hot Cheetos, I found a bag of flaming hot Cheetos. Well, they're not. No, I slide. They're not flaming hot Cheetos. They're Cheetos, but they're ghost pepper flavored. They're smoked
Okay.
ghost pepper, and they're
Okay.
bomb, dude. They're not spicy, but they're like real smoky flavored, and they're like nugs. They're not like long Cheetos. They're like fat nugs.
Interesting.
They're good.
Where
Highly
do I
recommend
where
if
do
you
I
ever try
acquire said smoked ghost pepper Skritos?
I got them at Harris Teeter,
Square Screeter.
Square Squeeter. I also tried fiery mango Doritos, Baja fiery mango Doritos.
Those sound delicious.
It's mint, dude. They're
I'm a big
so
fan of
good.
mango.
Me too.
Oh, dude, the place that we went for sushi on Mother's Day, bro, is so good. I think it's probably like my new favorite around here.
Really?
They have one called the Collingswood roll, and it's like a bomb like like a tuna mango for the most part, and maybe like some cucumber. And dude, it's just the
Ooh.
tuna and the mango just tastes so fresh. It's so good. Their mango is so good, and all their rolls
I
are really
love
good.
fresh
And they
protein
got like
sushi, dude.
they got this tuna dumpling app that's amazing. It's like a dumpling with raw tuna and like little pieces of like chopped up apple and like some other stuff in it, and it's so fucking good.
That sounds flames.
Yeah, big fan. Definitely gonna go back. That place, it was really good.
I'm a big fan of like the Hawaiian style sushi where it's like pineapple or mango or like
Yeah, yeah,
teriyaki.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
my go-to.
A tuna, mango, avocado, cucumber. Those are like my favorite pieces
Yeah, same.
or my favorite ingredients in a sushi roll. What else do we got? Lex sent me a picture the other day when she was at work. One of her tables left a little fucking bag of weed, like scraps of in like a bag in like a weed baggie from a dispensary.
As a tip?
I think it was an accident. Maybe as a
Oh.
tip. I think it was an accident though.
Did she take it home?
I don't know. I forgot to ask her what she did with it.
That's like her own personal stash.
Nah, she don't even be smoking. It scares her.
Yeah, I get
Or
that.
not that it scares her. She just like doesn't like if the baby wakes up, then she's like not as comfortable around the baby. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I would be the same way, I feel like.
yeah. I'm pretty chill. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
You're
different
big
for me
chill.
than her.
Yeah.
Okay, what else I got on here? I'm upset about the timing of the Western Conference
I'm
games
upset.
because they've been my favorite to watch, and they're just so late. It's killing
Yeah,
me.
they're tough to watch, dude.
And the last random thing that I have on here is Polynesian. Like,
What the fuck does that mean?
like poly, like Poly. You know what I mean? And then knee, like your knee, like Knee.
Yeah.
And then gin, like the drink, Gin.
Yeah, what does it mean?
It's Polynesian. Yeah, bro. Let me get some of that Polynesian sauce.
Bro, what made bro? What
I
made you
have,
think of that?
I have no idea. Poly,
So fucking dumb.
It's hilarious. And tell me
I'm
that's
just
not some
picturing
fucking
you,
Theo Von shit.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
just
Let me get
picturing
some of
you
that
typing that out into the doc.
Polynesian. Some of that Polynesian.
Holy shit, it is. It is Giovanni.
Right? Right?
Uh,
That'd
Jeez,
be like a
dude.
great username. Polynesian sauce. Like that'd be a great cod name.
I recently changed my name on COD to Rayquaza, which is like my favorite Pokemon. And I hopped on the first night I changed it. And Andy said something along the lines of like Rayquaza, more like Gay Quaza. And I was like, fuck, dude, I wish I changed it to that because that's so much funnier.
Gay Quaza. That's awesome.
I was
Yeah,
like, that's good,
I've
dude.
no idea what made me think of Polynesian, but I thought about it, bro, and I started giggling, and I was like, dude, I gotta put this in the doc.
Just the image I have in my head of you sitting down at your laptop typing that into the doc, and Lex is just like, "What are you doing, babe?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm working on the doc for the pod." Probably.
Polynesian. Some of that, we got any of that Chick-fil-A Polynesian in there?
Oh man, that's fucking good.
What do you want to talk about, dude? Pick a sport. We got NBA,
Uh
NHL, soccer, golf. We got a half hour.
the Knicks fell apart. They got hurt
Okay, we'll start
and
there.
just couldn't get it done. One
Yeah,
too many
Josh
injuries
Hart.
for the old Knickerbockers.
Yeah, with his abdominal strain was tough. The OG injury was tough.
Yep, I
Yeah,
mean, wouldn't have mattered, but Jalen Brunson broke his hand in Game
yeah,
7. That was
yeah.
tough. Not our
That,
year, dude. That's just the sports gods saying it's
yeah,
not our year.
okay. Let me let me give you at least one positive of the injuries this year. Hartenstein. There's no way you guys discover Hartenstein without Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson being hurt.
Yeah, but do we pay him? He's a free agent after the year. That's the thing.
Oh, is he a free agent?
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna pay him. I would love
Maybe
if
you
we
could do
could.
like a sign and trade and at
Maybe.
least try to get something for him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I would like to sign Hartenstein. I think the Knicks are in a position to add one more big piece. Don't know who that's gonna be. They have a fuck ton of first round picks. We could make a trade. Maybe trade for Donovan Mitchell and then hope to sign him when he becomes a free agent. I don't hate that.
So the Cavs just fired their coach, JB Bickerstaff, which is crazy, bro. He went there and they were fucking horrendous, first of all. And then they made the playoffs. And now they
They were
made it to
pretty
the
solid.
second round of the playoffs. And they lost to the Celtics in 7 games without Donovan Mitchell in their last 2 games. And there's some thoughts that possibly they're trying to re-sign or keep Donovan Mitchell long term, and he doesn't like JB Bickerstaff, and that's why you're getting rid of him. And it's like, that just seems silly, dude. All their stars only played like 50 games this year. Like, nobody played a full game. They were still the 4 seed. They still took Boston to 7 with a banged up squad. No Donovan Mitchell for the last 2.
Yeah, that's an interesting move on their part, dude. At that point, if I'm Donovan Mitchell and that part of him not liking their coach isn't true, like I gotta be thinking I'm trying to get out of there, right?
Yeah, right? Like, if your organization does that, like, you had a coach that like brought your team from terrible 22 wins in his first season to then making the playoffs to then this year, it's like that's kind of what you want. Your team sucks dicks,
Yeah.
and like Loki, you're not good. Like, you got a
No,
few
they're
good
not gonna be good
pieces.
next
They
year.
have like a handful of like good guards, and like that's like about it. And it's weird. Like, they're not a well-rounded team. I don't know.
He's gotta get out of there, dude. I don't know what the Cavs to me are like the Mets of the NBA. Like they're always gonna find a way to fuck things up, even if they have like a good thing going for them. You know what I mean? Like last year, they had a good thing going for them, and then they went out and spent 50 million, or it was like I think it was like 100 million or 70 million on Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer, and it's just like, bro,
And think about it. The Cavs had to be historically bad to get LeBron, who was there forever and could never get a title, and then he leaves, and then they were historically bad again, so they were able to get Kyrie, and then LeBron comes back, and now they're able to build a super team and win a title, and that's the only way they're able to do it.
yeah, and that's probably not gonna happen again for a really long time.
No.
So Donovan Mitchell, come on over to New York, dude. We'll
Okay.
fucking love you. The atmosphere is fantastic. Like you're not gonna get a bigger atmosphere when the Knicks are good. When the Knicks
Amen.
are bad and the Knicks stink, it's gonna be brutal. But if you come over, like we have a good young team, we've got a fuck ton of draft picks stocked up. Like we're gonna be fine for
Yeah.
the next few years at least.
Yeah.
So you want to bring your talents to fucking Madison Square Garden, by all means. I won't stop.
Madison Square Glizzy.
Madison Square Glizzy, dude. That's where magic happens.
So the Pacers beat the Knicks in 7. Pacers look solid, dude. Okay, I'm a little bit of a Jalen Brunson hater. He's for the same reason that people are Joel Embiid haters, and it's like the foul baiting. Like I feel like Brunson does a lot of foul baiting.
The foul baiting is annoying to watch. He did that at the end of game 5, I think, when he was trying to get that 3 off, and it's like, dude, just take the shot. Stop trying to go
He
to the line
he
there.
does it he does it a lot, and like I noticed it because like it started to annoy me in the Sixers series. So now I was picking up on it all the time as a hater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, that's really like my only thing, but it's tough because it's like that's like it's not this bad, but that's why everybody hated Trey Young.
Yeah, Trae Young and even James Harden to an extent were like really
Yeah,
bad about it for a
yeah,
while.
yeah. And Embiid
You
does
know,
it too. And like that's why people hate on him a lot. Is like he gets to the free throw line too much, and he's always getting like foul. He's foul baiting, and he does, dude. And it's annoying like when he does it too. I'm like, bro, like I don't know, just
just
be better.
take the shot, dude. Like stop
Yeah,
trying to go to the line. It's not a fun brand of basketball to watch, and it's like in big spots like the end of game 5 when he did that, and it's just like, bro, I would feel way better about you taking an actual shot and like bricking a 3-pointer instead of like just throwing up an air ball trying to bait for a foul. Because
yeah,
say you get to the line and then you don't make all 3 of those shots, then what? It's
yeah.
like, okay, take your
Just
chance on
fucking hit the
making the
shot.
shot. If you
Bang
do
bang,
get
choo choo
fouled in that
train.
shot, you get another free throw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's annoying. I will say,
I don't know,
dude,
silly
probably my
and a little
favorite part of
annoying,
this
but
Knicks my
still a stud
favorite part of this
otherwise.
Knicks run was seeing Dante DiVincenzo like
Yeah,
absolutely light
he
it up in the
blossomed.
playoffs. It was so fun, dude.
Yeah,
That was awesome to watch.
yeah, yeah. He was good, dude. He was balling, dude. He was like by far like your best. Oh, not maybe not your best scorer, but I feel like he was your best shooter. Like just
Best
hanging
shooter.
around,
Yeah.
banging threes, all fucking playoffs.
Yep.
In the other semifinal series in the East, Boston beat the Cavs. Talked about that. And then in the West, the Mavericks beat the Thunder in like 6 games, dude. I think,
Mm-hmm.
or no, I think they went to
6
7.
games. Was it 7?
I don't know. No, it wasn't. I don't know. Thunder Mavericks beat the Thunder, which was kind of surprising, dude. But Luka and Kyrie have been so good. Kyrie's been great. He's just like doing whatever Luka needs. Like when Luka's struggling offensively, Kyrie's like, "Bet I'm gonna start dicing people with handles, getting to the rim, and like dishing off of like my drives." And
Right.
when Luka's dealing, Kyrie's like, "Okay, like I'm kind of like taking a backseat, like playing good hard defense." Um, and they look good, dude. They look good. Timberwolves beat the Nuggets in 7. That series was a lot of fun to watch. It was back and forth
Yeah.
the whole way. And honestly, dude, I didn't even watch the end of Game 7. Like I didn't have Game 7 on like much, and then I saw on my phone it was like going into the third, Nuggets up 15. I was like, oh, dude, like defending champs, Jokic, like
They're gonna
up
close it out.
15 with 1/2 to go. I'm gonna call it a night, and then I wake up and I see that the Timberwolves have won. And I'm like, that's wild, bro.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards just went nuts, dude.
Throughout the series, yeah, but not in Game 7. He didn't shoot well in Game 7. Everybody else stepped up, and he didn't shoot well in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, which the Mavericks took. So we'll see how that goes because now the Mavericks have home court advantage, and they could very easily, I think, not easily, but they could like very realistically beat Timberwolves.
Yeah, and I think if it's them in Boston in the finals, dude, I think the Mavs probably have the best chance of beating Boston. More so than the Timberwolves do.
You think the Mavs can beat Boston in a 7-game series?
I think so. I think they'd probably take it 6 or 7, but I think they could
Uh,
beat them.
Yeah, I think so too, dude. Because like Boston likes to play slow. and I think so do the Mavs, right? Because like Luka's slow.
Yeah.
But like Luka and Kyrie are both so hard to guard one on one, and I just don't know if Boston is good enough defensively to get enough stops, and also Dallas has been good on the defensive end, so now you have like a tough defense to score against. That's probably going to match up pretty well.
Yeah, especially if Kristaps doesn't come back, dude. Like
Yeah,
if
he should be
they're
back
out.
soon, I think. Though
Yeah, but is he gonna be back at 100%? That's the thing.
I don't know. I think it depends if they win tonight, right? That game's going on right now.
I believe so. Yeah.
So the Celtics win game one. It was ridiculous. It's the first time in NBA playoff history that a team was up 3 with the ball with 10 seconds left and lost.
Yeah, that Jaylen Brown three was the one that tied it like right at the buzzer, right?
Yeah, it was like with like 2 seconds left, and then they lost in overtime. They fell apart.
Good.
It's halftime of that game. Celtics are up 6, 57-51.
All right, that's still a game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Celtics were up 13 at one point. They started the game on a 12-0 run.
And then what is the Western Conference game tomorrow, or is it later
Yeah,
tonight, or what?
yeah, that's tomorrow.
The NBA playoffs are long, dude. You don't
Yeah,
realize it, but they're fucking long.
the NHL playoffs are just as long.
They are.
They've been a joy to watch. Unfortunately, haven't been able to watch enough of the Dallas Stars. Like I've really just been watching the Eastern Conference series. Dude, but they've been fun. The Bruins and the Panthers, that was a lot of fun. They were throwing fists, a little discreetly to Brad Marchand. Rocked his shit. He was out for a couple games. There was a lot of goalie interference calls like that were, under review, challenged by coaches, and like very questionable calls, I think, throughout. But it was fun, dude. It was a really physical series. The Panthers win in 6. Rangers beat the Hurricanes. Dude, that one was fun too. That one was more, I feel like, high flying, and a lot more offense and a less physical, more like speed and finesse. But that one was just as fun. The Rangers, I feel like, put a whooping on them, and then it got kind of scary because they were up 3-0, and then the Canes brought it to 3-2, but then the Rangers finished them off to go up 4-2, win 4-2.
Yeah, I watched the end of that game. That was like the first or second game of the whole playoffs that I've been able to watch, or not even been able to, that I've actually watched.
Yeah. In the West, Colorado Avalanche lose one of their best players. He gets suspended and put on like a rehab list. No, that's rude to say. But basically that's what it is. I don't know the technical term for it, but it's something like some program through the NHLPA, like their players association, where like he's out for 6 months or more, and he's in like basically like a assistance program. I think it's related, like alcoholism related, or like him getting in trouble with like alcohol related stuff with the team. Which, like, dude, if you're gonna do that in the middle of a playoff run, it's a pretty big deal. So like, hope he gets all right. But Stars
Yeah.
cruise through that series, winning in 6. And the Oilers beat out the Canucks in 7 games. Connor McDavid's been going crazy, bro. He's got like 20 assists in the playoffs. He's been going bonkers. They have game 1 tonight. They're tied 0-0. The Panthers dicked on the Rangers 3-0 last night.
Was
The
that in
Panthers,
Dallas, or was that in Tampa, or was that in New York?
that was in New York. Rangers, they won the President's Trophy. They were the best records. They're like the 1 seed overall. Which usually doesn't bode well in the playoffs. But maybe they can turn it around. I think they probably play tomorrow night, something like that. But the Panthers are looking good, dude. So actually, one of the boys sent something before this round started. The Panthers were the favorite to win the Stanley Cup, and then the Stars, and then the Oilers, and then the Rangers. So the Panthers,
At the beginning of the season.
no, at the beginning of the
Playoffs.
conference finals,
Okay.
like when it was just these 4 left, right?
Right.
So I mean, I guess that makes sense. If you expect the Panthers to be the favorite, then like they're probably a heavier favorite against the Rangers. So like the Rangers will
Yeah.
probably be least likely to win it all. Which is interesting, but it's been fun. Tune in if you can. That's all I got.
I might have to tune in tomorrow. The Yanks game doesn't start until like 9, I think, since they're out in San Diego.
Damn. Yeah, this game tomorrow probably starts at like
7,
8.
8. I'll catch a little bit of it.
I'll probably be catching some too. Across the pond, Manchester City are Premier League champions, 4 in a
Was it like
row.
4 in a row, dude? Jesus Christ.
That's hard, right? Like, yeah,
4 in
like
a row, yeah.
they've had the money and stuff, but like they've also had the quality and like the dedication and like year in year out. Honestly, getting knocked out of the Champions League was probably good for them for this run, because they've been in great form. We'll see what they do. They actually have an FA Cup final match against Man United this Saturday.
That's their last match of the season.
I believe so.
A little double trophy action, dude. They're gonna win that game. Obviously, they're not. It's not like they're gonna be saving anybody for any Champions League final or anything. They'll probably put their best 11 out there.
Yeah, yeah. Hoping for a good match. Hoping we'll come out with another trophy.
Hell yeah, 4 in a row. That's nuts, dude.
Real Madrid locked up La Liga. Oh, also I want to say something. Phil Foden has been amazing. I got a couple of buddies that I used to play club ball with, and they were running a podcast, right? It's called Premier League and Pints, and they just like sit around weekly and they drink a pint and they talk about Premier League shit. So before the season, they were like previewing the season. They had like a fantasy like segment, and they were talking about like who they think is going to be the best or like some of the top picks for fantasy players this year. And I commented on it, and I was like, "Yo, like Foden, like look out for him because he's kind of been coming into his own. Like I think he's going to get a bigger role." And my boy responded and was like, "Yeah, but like he's not going to play enough in Pep's system and then in his rotation." Dude, he's like one of the top fantasy point getters this season. He had an amazing
Mr.
year.
Foden.
He won he was the Premier League player of the year.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, he had a great year.
He plays in the middle, right? He's a center mid.
He plays either cam or sometimes on the wing.
Yeah, I mean, just the few games that I've watched of him this year, really just like the Real Madrid leg and a few random Premier League games that I've caught. He's looked good, dude.
He finished number 2 in fantasy points.
Who was number 1?
Cole Palmer from Chelsea, the City kid.
Really?
Yeah. So like, say it ain't so. I called that one, big dog.
Yeah, that's nice, dude. Pretty like exciting finish to the season too. With
Yeah,
going
dude, it
down
was a
to
good year.
Championship Sunday.
At the top between Liverpool, Arsenal, and City, it was tight at the top all day or all season.
All day. Yeah, I was really rooting for Arsenal just because it's been so long, but I was like, they're just not gonna beat City, dude. City's form is just insane.
Foden, let's see. Foden was 4th in goals in the Premier League. Erling Haaland was at the top with 27, and then Cole Palmer with 22, Alexander Isaac with 21, and then Foden with 19. Okay, and Dominic Solanke and Ollie Watkins also had 19.
Hey, 4th is 4th.
Oh, he was like nowhere to be found. Oh, he's so low on the assist list. So I guess he's like tied for 20th. He had 8 assists. But I mean, the top of the
I
league.
love this app, but it's just my head like a motherfucker.
Get yourself some, not itchy stuff. I don't know. I don't even know if that exists. Top of the league in assists was Ollie Watkins with 13, and then Cole Palmer with 11. That's why he was second in goals and second in assists. That's why he was top in points.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then number 3 is De Bruyne, Morgan Gibbs-White, Anthony Gordon, Pascal Grobe, Brennan Johnson, Salah, Son, Trippier, and Martin Odegaard, all with 10. And then there's a bunch of people that have 9, and then a bunch of people that have 8, and Foden had 8.
What's his name? Left Liverpool, didn't he?
Who's that? Jurgen?
Jurgen's
Yeah,
gone,
he's
right?
gone, dude. He's all gone. Rodri had the most passes in the league, 3,633. Second was Lewis Dunk with 3,212.
How many dunks did he have?
0 dunks in the Premier League.
Damn. Kid's a lame.
Lame, dude. So lame.
News on the Mbappe front. He's not going to be re-signing with PSG.
He's coming to
That'll be
Real.
something
Everybody
exciting to watch
knows,
for.
dude. Everybody knows he's coming to Real. And they already won La Liga. They're in the Champions League final, right? Who are they playing? Dortmund. That'll be good. What's that? Not this coming
Dortmund.
weekend, but the following weekend?
I believe so. Early June.
Woo!
Well, Champions League final Sunday, dude. It's low-key For soccer fans, it's like an additional Super Bowl.
Yeah, give me another one.
About it. I'm glad that the Champions League final isn't 2 legs, though. I'd like just like a one
Yeah,
game and put it
yeah,
all on the field.
yep. I agree. Talk a little golf, a little Scotty action, getting arrested,
Mr. Scheffler,
being naughty.
bad boy Sheffy. Dude, I saw the video of it came out today, like the dash cam, and it was so blown out of proportion, bro. The fact
100%.
that this cop, like, it was a clear, like, cop being on a power trip,
Yeah.
just making everything he can out of the situation. Like, that's what it was.
Yeah, I think there's also a little bit of like heightened anxiety because of the kid, like the person that died in the morning. So I feel like everyone's kind of like extra super just like on edge. So then it's
Yeah,
like
but
when
you're a
you're like
cop. Your job is to be
be
professional in those situations.
100%, 100%. Yeah.
It's just, and also, like, how do you not know who he is, bro? Like,
Yeah.
that's not to compare him to say he's like Tiger Woods or anything, but that's like not knowing who Tiger Woods was in like 2006.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he had money on Morikawa or Xander. By the way, I'm really glad that Xander got a dub.
Yeah, it was good to see him win,
Yeah, he's always at the top. I think I saw something crazy like he's got 13 top 10s in majors.
and that was his first win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
13 top 10s, dude. That's like we said before, there's only 4 a year.
yeah.
So
It's
you've
like
been in the
three and a half
top
years.
10 for for more than 3 years. You've been in the top 10 and haven't won one.
Yeah, good for him, man. I would have. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Bryson was behind him, right, on the last hole. I would have much rather seen Xander win than Bryson.
Yeah, me too. Bryson looked good though. He made sure that kid got the ball. He became a fan favorite a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's definitely grown on me a little bit more as of recent.
definitely.
I used to not like him like really at all.
We'll see
Honestly,
if Liv and PGA ever get together, so we can like always have them all together.
yeah, that would be nice. I would definitely watch a lot more PGA golf if Live wasn't a thing. So I'm not
Yeah,
watching any Live, but I'm watching every PGA Master at least.
right. Like I'm watching the majors. I'm watching some of the big ones. Like I didn't tune into this Charles Schwab Invitational.
No, I'll no. I mean, I'll watch like a random PGA event sometimes if it's on, but like
Yeah,
whenever
if
there's a
nothing else is
major
on.
on, if there's a major on, I'm watching golf Thursday to Sunday at some point in the day.
Yeah, 100%. I'm tuning into the
Just
majors.
to at least check in, yeah. But even dude, Scotty was like he had like a 20-minute warm up after he got out of jail, and then he goes out and birdies the first hole. I was like, this man is on something.
He's having himself, a season, a career, making the most of it.
Quite a career, for sure. Wow, dude, if you want me to see your titties, why don't you just show me?
I only have one open outlet down here, and my computer's starting to die, so I want to unplug the baby's monitor because that thing's got to be juiced up. It's been charging the whole time, and plug in my laptop.
Ah, big
So
tech guy.
yeah, like really, like I plug things in, I plug them out, and whatnot. I don't know if that makes sense if you can plug something out, but if you can.
You can definitely unplug something.
No, I like to plug things in and plug them out.
I plug things in, plug them out. That's like the Arnold Schwarzenegger
E-
commercial. Pick things up and
exactly.
put them down.
Yeah, that's the point. That's what I was going for. I plug things in, I plug them out.
What else we got?
That's it, dude. That's it.
That's the doc.
That's the
That's up,
doc. We
folks.
talked about all the random things that I could remember. We talked about sports. That's the doc. All I want you to think about tomorrow
Yeah, of
is
course.
the Polynesian.
Polynesian.
We're gonna create a gin brand and it's gonna be Polyne. Bro, I'm drinking that Polyne gin.
For some reason, I thought you said gym brand, and I was like, where is he going with this? Like knee bands? Because it's knee? Like, hey, we could branch out if things go well with the gym.
yeah, Polyne gin.
Got it, dude. The alcoholic gym rats don't have a brand to represent them. We gotta step in.
We can tap into it, I think.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
untapped market, dude, a whole demographic.
Yeah, that's what we're
Alcoholic
missing
gym
out on.
goers.
Right. Polynesian.
We'll make fucking knee bands for your workouts, and we'll sell you some
Out
gym.
of polyester.
And you know what? And you know what, dude? You just have a little like a gin and tonic, bro. It's not even that unhealthy. You know, it's not like drinking beers.
Honestly, yeah, it's probably the healthiest alcoholic drink for you is a gin and
I mean,
tonic.
bro, I don't know how healthy gin is, but you know, it sounds not that bad.
So are you lagged and your face was stuck like this?
That be happening sometimes. Sometimes I just like to do it just to catch up, you know, and then see if you think I'm frozen or not.
It's like, dude, I can see your eyes.
No, they're not
They be
moving.
moving.
No.
No, never, never. Don't forget the bevy.
What bevy? Who's got a bevy?
You never seen that movie? That video?
No.
Don't forget the bevy. Never, never. Sure.
Nope. I can't say I've seen this video
Oh
before,
man. Well,
dude.
Waldo, if you're listening, you'll get it.
Don't forget the bevy.
Never, never.
All right.
Give me your best. Sure.
Sure.
Perfect, dude. Spot on.
All right. Maybe I can hang out with the boys now.
Yeah, you've been acquainted.
Yeah, I can get invited to the hang sesh. We can watch dope videos together. Don't forget the bevies.
Never.
All right, you want to get out of here, big dog?
Yeah, that big
Let's hear a
daddy's
bark.
gonna
Let's hear a dark. Let's hear. Hey, let's go. I bark at Jacob sometimes. There's certain places in the house we don't want him to go, and that's like, you know, we don't want him to crawl. Yeah, that's how I block the way. I get down on all fours and I like block between like the chase of the sofa and the recliner, because that's how he gets to the door where like, you know, there's dirty shoes and dirt and everything by the front mat. So I get down on all fours and I'm barking. I'm like, and then he like backs up. He starts giggling, bro.
You gotta start hitting him with the ape noises.
Trying to get us to talk English, bro. That's it.
Yeah, that's hard enough, bro.
Yeah.
This man in third grade fucking making ape noises at the
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. We're starting with like mama, dada, ball. I'll work on. I'll work on the different like octaves of like, at a later time, so he can have a secret language with his boys in school. Bro, he would get kicked out of school so quick. Like his teacher would send him down to the office like in a heartbeat, bro.
Yeah, you're just making ape noises at the other students while beating his chest.
Sounds really authentic, like super realistic.
Yeah. No, like it's really good.
But like straight up, that is way too disruptive for the classroom.
Even if he drops his cracker, we can't be having that.
He's gonna have to find a new place to
snack time is 10
study.
minutes.
And after that, it's smack time.
I beat your child.
What? Can't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, bold teacher. Bold move, teacher. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. We appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Give somebody a hug.
Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, yeah, a long weekend, dude. Go enjoy it. Enjoy it safely. Spread some love. Don't get in a fight when you're drunk.
And don't bark at people or make ape noises at them.
Smooches.